So we're going into our Value Compass week, which the resource is still available on the website if you want to be part of it. I was having a chat with one of the coaching clients this week about ICA and how most people, when they niche, it's just like age, location, income, goals. That's about it, usually. And then some people will go into like Apple or Samsung. It's just like random shit.
Yep.
What car do they drive? All that kind of stuff.
Yep.
What clothing do they like?
It's like demographics. Is that what they call it?
Yeah. So it's demographics and then
socioeconomics.
Yeah. Sociographics, I think even. But
yeah. Maybe that puts them together. Maybe we just came up with a term.
Yeah, I made it up.
Yeah.
So I was talking to this client and I was like, one thing I've noticed over the time is no matter how many coaches we've had and how many we put in the same room and how many clients we put in that room, 9 times out of 10, there's always overlap, but each coach's clients tend to become friends. So like if you and I went somewhere and we didn't already have like some kind of social connection, like the clients didn't, by the end of the day, it's pretty common that
they're hanging out.
Your clients have become friends. My clients have become friends.
Yeah.
There's overlap between them, but it's like you can see the groups.
Yeah.
And I was like, so why does that happen?
You can tell even when we do a big thing, like you and I, there's a split and there's there's overlap, but there's like very distinct people.
Correct.
Yeah.
So I was like, what causes that? What is it? Because that, if you want to build an ICA, you have to know that.
Yeah.
I think that's when you get good at it.
That's when it's fun.
Yeah. Because the conversation was like getting better at social media. And we're actually talking about like charisma in general. And it started from that. So it's like, how do you become more charismatic? And I heard this really cool thing of reverse charisma. Have you heard of that before?
No.
So charisma is like forwards, people are drawn to you, like you speak a lot and like demand a room, that kind of energy, right?
Yeah.
Reverse charisma is, the parable is, there's a high up exec that's looking to fund a president candidacy. They go to dinner with both presidents. When they leave, they ask the wife, like, which candidate did you like the most? She says, oh, when we went to have dinner with President Candidate 1, I left thinking that he was the smartest person in the world. And when I left President Candidacy 2, I left thinking I was the smartest person in the world. Someone vote for number 2. So it's like, instead of presenting as something impressive, how do you make the person you're talking to feel really impressive?
Right.
So Dean does reverse charisma like I've never seen it.
Yeah.
Which is why every time
we're just like,
we've seen him, we're just like, oh, you're the best. He just makes you, It's like, you're so interested. Why are you interested? And it just makes you feel good.
Yeah. Because you expect the opposite.
Yeah.
As well, knowing your interpretation of other wealthy people, right?
Yeah. And I've just seen, like, especially traveling with him, like, talk to a waitress, and it's just like, you get the best table, you get the best, and it's not the suit, it's not the clothing, it's not anything. It's just a way of communicating that makes other people feel incredible.
Yeah.
So we started there, and we're like, well, why don't you practice that with your clients and start learning to get them to feel like that during the session. So it's like, you said you're in marketing, and I just took that. The fuck does that mean? When people say they're in marketing, my brain's just like, what? Like, I don't understand what do you do every day? I don't understand. I'm in fucking logistics. Like, what?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Explain that to me. What do you do during the day?
We say that. It's just easier to.
Yeah, of course. I run a fitness business. What do you mean?
Yeah.
You just wear spandex? So just doing that inside a session to then start to, it started as like, okay, well, what relationship are you going to be able to build with them? What are they going to feel?
Yeah.
But then on the backside of that is like, what are you learning about the people that are already in your circle, that are already long-term clients that want to be around you, that fit the culture, that are all of that stuff?
Yeah.
What do you start to learn about them, and what can you start to put together? So then when you speak online, you can communicate in their language. You can play on things that they care about. Like if you're going to draw an analogy, it's actually relevant to the person.
Yeah.
Like if someone makes a Simpsons joke, I'm like, this is the fucking best.
Yeah.
But if the people you're speaking to aren't that way inclined.
Yeah, if they're on TikTok, they probably don't understand you.
Correct. So, where was I going with this? Yeah. How conscious are you of? Because I know you've spoken about it before. It's like it's the sneakers, it's the Merc, it's the whatever.
Yeah.
To be like, well, this is what the people I work with are into.
Very conscious of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I like. What I worked out is that I attract a lot of people that are very similar to me. Don't have to be the same, but they're very similar, or they aspire at some, because they're delusional to be very similar to me.
Yeah.
And then we just like the same shit.
Yep.
So I was like, instead of not presenting that, because we always talk about like the professionalism, like the polos, this or that. I feel like there's a time for that. But then I feel like overall as like a way of like people getting an understanding of who you are as a person and what you represent, like showing them what you like is a really big deal for that. Because a lot of people, like at the end of the day, it's sets, reps, it's, macros. People are almost choosing energy, like your energy as like
100%.
And you've got to show what that energy is.
Yeah. So, I think the coaches that struggle the most online are the ones that are trying to be a thing.
Yeah, they're either probably too scared to show who they are as a person because they're not confident enough, or they just don't know who that is at the moment.
Yeah.
Or they're just like thinking that what they have to show online is what they're not.
Yes.
And that's going to be, again, huge disconnect, and we already tried it. It didn't really work out. And you just attract the type of person that probably isn't someone you want to sit down with and just spend a lot of time with.
Yeah.
So yeah, like, and then I just know the more you lean into that, like it's because it's people who have the same goals as me, want to invest themselves into my skill set. They have a very similar lifestyle, a very similar mentality, because I can just tell by the conversations that we have. So you can niche down in terms of like, I guess like data, but you need to understand that there's still like messaging that gets, that needs to be curated. That's more about the day-to-day stuff. Because like realistically, it's like 25 to 35 male and female. I'm like literally 48% female, 52% male.
Yep.
And you all put training as like a top 5 priority. But I'm like, there's more. There's layers, there's too many people out there that are like that.
Yep.
So then it's like, well, most of my guys like to buy shoes, and they've got a couple of pairs of sneakers that they only wear to the gym.
Yeah.
They actually put their outfits together when they go to the gym. They are invested in like how they look. They get haircuts a lot. They use skincare. They're really well put together. They like fashion outside of the gym.
Yeah.
They eat it. They like steak. They like red wine. It's you start to go, well, this is the type of person I'm after. How does this person think and behave, and what do you say and talk about?
Yeah.
And then you're just really leaning into that.
Yeah.
Well, you're using that as part of your messaging.
Yeah, and I think that getting to know the people in your circle thing, it's not to then leverage it, manipulate it, and present an idea. It's finding out what it is. So you said, like, there's a lot of people that don't know, right? Like, I don't know who I am. So how do I present who I am on the internet?
Yeah.
Because one of the coolest things, I can't remember if it was Mr. Beast or someone else, was like, you've got to be yourself or it won't work. But you got to be yourself just turned up like 20%.
Yeah.
Like just a slightly more...
Yeah, and I still struggle with that.
Yeah.
I'm just not... Like, I'm only turned up if I'm in the right spot.
Yeah.
With the right enthusiasm.
Yeah. So it's not about going and doing all this market research and then being like, right, so
this is how
people that pay for personal training wear essentials, jumpers, and Jordans.
Yeah, this is how I'm going to manipulate people. It's not like that. It's genuine as fuck.
I'm going to buy this jumper so people see me in this jumper and they're like, oh, that's sick.
Yeah, it's not. That's not how it works.
It's not. It's...
You can't reverse engineer it off who you want. You have to bring in a bunch of people who are attracted to who you are.
Yeah. So on the flip side of that is I got a lift with a client to the airport last time I went to comp in Sydney, and we were just talking like life shit. Her mum was asking me like about how old LJ was and all that kind of shit. And my client was like, "Oh, how old were you like when you met Amy?" And I was like, "Oh, like 27." She's like, "Oh man, it gives me so much hope."
Yeah.
I'm like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "I'm like 20. I think she's 26.
Yeah.
I'm 27, single."
Yeah.
Starting to look around like, fuck,
Yeah, it's
like what's going on? Like I really want a family and I want that and I want this. So it's like, oh, that just like makes me feel better. And like you guys look whatever we look like on the internet.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I would never have gone, I should post about that. Or I should post more of, it's like I should show my life. But that's enough for me to go like, oh, actually like the way I live is inspiring to someone else. Or it gives them hope or whatever around. It's like, okay, so I should show the family stuff more.
Yeah.
Not, I'm going to go home and fucking sell my soul and post my family all over the internet.
Yeah.
But I also, when I've posted, I was doing like the every 4 weeks, like life as a dad thing.
Then we didn't get much sleep, so I stopped.
Pretty much.
Don't want to tell anyone now.
It got hard. It got hard, bro. It got real hard. Like I was like, is this kind of distracting from the message? Is this not like this? Just feels like it's for me. It was a bit of a journal entry thing,
but it's a reflection.
But then you have that conversation, like people need it.
It shows. It shows because you like. I don't know. It's like it's bringing people that are. It's that alignment thing again, though. It's showing people who you are. Like people are going to want someone who's good at their job and someone that can show and has a good message that they believe in. But they also want to like that person. Yeah. They also want to feel like either they would hang out with that person or want to just be like proud to call that person their coach. Yeah. You know, proud to say like, and comfortable to say, Ben's my coach. You know, he's amazing, whatever. And that's when you need to show them like actually what you do on the day to day. Yeah. And we know that because things got exponentially better once we were just like, let's just cut the shit.
Fuck it.
Cut the polish.
Yeah.
It's like an extra layer of polish. And it's like, let's just do this the way we want to do it. Yeah. You know, show who we are, swear, talk shit, you know, like.
Wear trackies on the pod.
Yeah, not talk like textbooks all the time.
Yeah.
You know, even content-wise, took a different direction, layman's term stuff. You know, complex topics brought down to, you know, the average common denominator, and it's like it just works so much better. Yeah. So
yeah, I would say because what I said in the conversation, I was like, I think the strongest common denominator across all of my clientele is all of them are aiming up.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to say all. Most of them, I feel like, have come from a life that they want different in the future. Yeah. Whether it's for family or whatever, it's just like, I don't want that again. So I'm looking. So it's like, okay, well, how do you, if I'm doing that already, which is why they're here, all I have to do is show that more. Yeah. So it's not a trick.
No.
But yeah, I think we talk about like the level one. Who's the first? What do you call them? The first year marketing coaches or whatever.
Oh, like I've said a lot of shit. I can't remember what I called them now. Semester one.
Yeah, semester one.
Semester one business coaches.
Yeah, it's like put your prices up. Yeah, it's your business. It's like that shit. Knowing their name, age, income, locations, like that's fucking semester one shit. Understanding them is real.
Yeah, and that's the only thing that's going to individualize you. Yeah. Because everyone's learning the same. Because the system is the system, right? Yeah. We're drawing attention. We need to show them that we're good at our job. We need to show them that we're consistent in terms of our delivery, and they need to like the message. And how you do that is the same. Yeah. The only thing you have is you are not the same as the person next to you. Yeah. Like you can be you. No one else can be you. Well, they can try. Yeah. But no one else can really be you.
Fuck, I hate how cliche that sounds until you get it.
Yeah.
You're like,
so you're trying to be someone you're not, but everyone's trying to be the same person.
How many times did you hear that in your 20s and you're just like, fuck off?
Yeah, only you can be you.
Yeah, and then you do it and you're like, fuck out. Fuck.
Yeah.
You can only yeah.
but maybe the reason why you hear that in your 20s though is because you don't believe who you are is worth showing others.
Yeah.
You know, because you're like, well, who the fuck am I?
Yeah.
Like, why would anyone want to know and see and understand how I think and feel? And it's like the older I get, the more I'm confident in just like, if I think and feel this way, I don't give a fuck if you don't.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to like post my weekly recap, and if it's like you either get upset at it or you get inspired by it.
Yeah.
You know, and if you get inspired by it, you're my people.
Yeah.
If you get upset by it, then you know that's why the follows go up and down, and you know, it's like you inspire some and piss some other people off.
Yeah.
But it's a confidence thing, and I think the more you can lean into understanding that who you are is the only you are the only person that can be you, and as soon as you get confident enough in expressing that, you will be able to individualize yourself quicker, and that's going to draw the right people to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you'll enjoy it so much more.
Yeah, it just takes a lot of the brain power out of it, because if you can just go, I'm just going to talk about, like, I know my clients are this, and I'm just going to talk about the fact that, like, I just want big calves, and I've been training them for ages, and I know they're small.
Yeah.
You know, like,
yeah.
I have small arms, and I wake up every day wanting them to be bigger.
Yeah.
This is what I do to try and make them a little bit bigger.
Yeah. It's more fun at every stage.
Yeah.
It's more fun creating the content. It's more fun doing the consults. It's more fun the first initial stuff. It's more fun doing the check-ins. It's more fun seeing the results. It's more fun in the banter chats. It's more like all of it's more fun.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we're talking about having the boring intro.
Yeah.
So my client book's probably like maybe 85 to 15. So I got more guys than I've ever had, but it's 15%. So I opened one of the check-ins yesterday with Big Dog, and I was like, oh, that was nice. It's refreshing.
Yeah.
Like, just like to talk to one of the boys.
Yeah.
But yeah, like even just how you conduct yourself in your check-in is different. One of my clients, if I use her full name, she freaks the fuck out.
Yeah.
But because it's on my strength book, her full name, that's what I
Just
say.
read and
She's
go,
like, bro, stop it.
cut that shit
And
out.
like we have banter about it. Whereas if I didn't feel like there was some kind of connection there, I'd be like, oh, yep, no worries, sorry, I won't call
Won't
you
do it
that.
again.
I'll call you your. It's like, no, fuck that.
No, we keep doing it.
Yeah, because you didn't send your check-in last week, so this week your fucking full name. Like, it's just, it becomes fun.
Yeah. The only just playing devil's advocate is the only thing I think some people might have reservations for is if they get pushed back trying to be who they are. They're scared.
It's a challenge.
Well, they're scared.
Mm.
You know, because it's like I 100% can accept I'm not everybody's flavor.
Yeah.
But when you're younger, that's pretty hard to deal with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even the conversation we had at the start of the pod, though, it's like there's conscious thought before we get here. Because you brought it up like Monday.
Is it?
Like, you brought it up Monday like, we're talking about this. And I was like, okay, we need to, how that comes out is there's a couple of things that need to be said to make sure that this is.
Yeah, that's it. I get it.
You're not burning bridges too much.
Yeah, but you can still voice your opinion
Correct.
on a matter and
just
try not to piss people off.
Not be a dickhead.
Yeah, well, that's different. Yeah, yeah, but like I know this, like my approach to training, the way I coach my athletes, like what I say, what I'm interested in, and you know the jokes that I pull, and the amount of swearing I use. Like I know there's people who are just like, he's not my flavor.
Fuck this guy.
But and it's like,
I don't swear.
So, but that when you're younger is maybe enough to just not do anything at all because you're just like, oh well, I can't deal. But like I can't deal with the thought of somebody like thinking adverse, or just thinking he's not my jam.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of people that will stop. But then I'm like, well, to get the group that I want, I need to show who I am.
Yeah.
And you're not going to get that unless you have these people over here. It's the whole auditorium thing again. So you stand up, do your speech. There's 1,000 people.
Yeah.
20 people, 200 people are going to go, I love this dude.
Yeah.
Stand-up comedy, same thing. Love that guy.
Yeah.
And then it's like every other skit after that, it was okay.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're not going to get 1,000 out of 1,000. And you shouldn't. You know, and the internet's the same. It's like
trying to means you get none.
Well, like if you got 1,000, they might just be like, yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
Wouldn't go to his wouldn't go to his show. Would just sit there and go, he's okay. Whether the 200 people out of the 1,000 were like, I love this dude. He's like, yeah, here's my private show. They're like, fuck yeah, I'm going to buy a ticket for that.
Yeah.
You want those people. And the hardest part is that you have to deal with the fact that there's people out there that are just like, he's not my flavor.
Yep.
But the better part of that is I've worked with people not being who I am and not being the person I wanted.
That sucks.
And it fucking is like pulling teeth.
Yep.
And that's when it's like, we talk about that fulfillment thing. It's like people leave the industry for 3 reasons. The 2 of them are interconnected. No money, no time, and they're not working with the people they want to.
Yeah.
And there's nothing worse than not working with the people that you want to.
Yeah.
Do you still make good money? We've had people leave. They're like, yeah, we're killing it. Sessions, money. It's like, I fucking hate this job.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Power to be disliked. There's power in being disliked to a degree.
Yeah, a willingness.
Not disliked,
being
but
comfortable with it.
Disliked is a powerful word to use, but it's like...
But if you're willing to be disliked, you can be willing to be nothing.
Yeah,
well.
absolutely. You know what? It's actually very liberating when you think about it, because you'll go in and just be yourself and not give a fuck.
Yeah.
So if you just got over that fact that you're not going to be everyone's jam, like, what would you do?
Yeah. Yeah, I think...
What's holding you back now,
Yeah.
thinking about it that way?
There's a couple of, like... Again, they're fucking cliche mantras that you put on your mirror shit.
Semester 1 business ones?
No, stop it. Don't be mean to me. That are like... Confidence is walking into a room instead of... And thinking, do I like these people? Not, do these people like me?
Yep.
And if you can bring that... It's like, am I interested in you? Do I want you to be my client?
Yeah.
Because I'm going to put this piece of content out, and I'm going to find out.
Yeah, and on the internet, man, you have to take that approach. Because if you're trying to appease everyone, like, you're just going to put out this, like, really broad, generic shit that no one's really going to do enough to take it any further.
Yeah.
They're just going to go, I really like your videos. Remember that?
Yeah.
For 7 years.
Thanks.
From, like, family, friends at a barbecue to, like, clients and people in the gym.
Yeah.
Really like your videos. Jeez, didn't we fuck that up?
Thanks.
Yeah. So we say it because we know. We say it because we've done it.
Yeah, we did it for ages.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually I feel like I just don't have the energy to do it anymore. Which is maybe just like I've grown and changed and stuff, but just like picking fights on the internet.
Yeah, no, I'm done with that.
Yeah. It's just a good way to communicate, like, your stances on things and get the fuck yeah or the fuck no kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm not...
But I think it goes a bit too far often.
I'm not against arguing on the internet. It's just once it becomes personal,
Yeah.
I'm done.
I'm bored. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like, yeah, it's over. So then I'm like, how many of those can you have? Because I'm like more open to like a discussion, like a debate, like absolutely. But it's just like, real hard to have one of those.
Yeah. Because it's personal.
Because then people start attacking you when they don't know how to tackle the topic.
Yeah.
But it is a good way to
my favorite one
get attention.
I called out a nutritionist from the States and her boyfriend messaged me.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
If I ever got into a fight, like I usually just send you in. But I'm over. I can fight my own battles.
Get him.
I can fight my own battles now. I've been pushing back a lot lately in life.
Yeah. And
I feel like a big boy.
The comment was like, you just Googled that. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah,
that's how Cert4 Googled it, and that's how easy it was.
That's how
to find
fucking easy it is, bro. Yeah.
That you just put out there is wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, hilarious.